What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started with today's video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close and we are now 242 subs away from hitting 500 subs, and who knows, maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the summer. Only time will tell. But as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners over at Collected Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed. The possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners over at Collected Store, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of the set, much similar to what I pulled out of my Genesis Impact box that I opened up last year, which is this beautiful Beat Cop from the Underworld. This thing looks absolutely amazing as a collector's rare. But with that being said, if you guys want to see those boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue, maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because more than 85% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys are not even subscribed. And to top it all off, we got to get more women to watch the content as well. So if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, but you guys have not subscribed as of yet, then make sure you guys do indeed subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video. Excuse me. And as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which is basically today's video. But the question of the day is this: what are you guys' thoughts on the Battlewasp archetype, and do you believe that they're gonna have any form of meta relevance in the future? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm very curious of what you guys have to say, because Battlewasps, they've funny enough, I think the Battlewasp deck actually topped a YCS a number of years ago. I don't remember when. I honestly don't. Oh my god, what was the archetype's release? What was it? Armageddon? It was either Armageddon or excuse me, or what was it? I think Heroes Revenge, I think it was. But yeah, I think it topped the YCS sometime ago, and it really didn't. I did not think it would though, but it, funny enough, it did. And yeah, Battlewasp, it's a weird Arc 5 archetype. But to be fair, a lot of the decks that get released in get released in the Battles of Legend, Dragons of Legend sets, they usually don't do so well, to be honest. I know that some decks do. Excuse me. Excuse me. But there are some decks that do make their way to the meta. Some cards actually do make their way to the meta. Numeron was definitely one of them. I think the Chaos Emperor Dragon Pendulum monster, the armed Dragon Exceeds monster. Those cards had some meta relevance, but Battlewasp, even with these new cards, I don't think they're gonna be any they're gonna have any form of meta relevance for the foreseeable future. Yes, it would get them noticed, but I don't think it would be that great, if you will. So let's get straight into it. Kicking things off, we've got Battlewasp, Rapier the Furious, which is a excuse me, which is a 5-star wind insect with 1900 attack, 0 defense, and both of its effects are once per turn. And the first effect reads, if you control no face-up monsters other than insect monsters, you can discard one other insect monster, place one Battlewasp wind from your deck face up in your spell and trap zone, then special summon this card from your hand, and you're not allowed to special summon from the extract for the rest of the turn, except for insects. So basically, you just with this effect alone, it's basically Cyber Dragon at the cost of sending one other insect monster to your graveyard and allowing you to take Battlewasp Wind and put it face up into your back row. That way, you would have access to pretty much the whole deck at this point, which is pretty cool. Second effect reads, you can banish the card from your grave, reduce the level of one insect monster control by 1. Perfect for your Exceeds plays, or perhaps even your Synchro plays, depending on what your extra deck looks like. And I believe there's only 5 cards in this video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So there's actually 5 cards, and one of them is actually Battlewasp Wind, which basically gives you the whole deck, basically. So we'll talk about that card here in a second. But next up we have Battlewasp Grand Partisan, the Revolution, which seems to me like it's the the new boss monster for the whole deck. But it's a 12-star wind insect synchro with 3000 attack, 2000 defense, and it requires a tuner and one or more non-tuners. Funny enough, this is pretty generic for pretty much for any like insect based deck, like perhaps Battlewasp, or even Trap Tricks, or perhaps even Naturia, because Naturia they do have quite a few insects. I think Camellia is one of them. Horror Needle is another. You've got quite a few insects in that archetype, so you got 3 different decks that can abuse the living shit out of this card. And looking at all 3 of this card's effects, I don't even know what to say, honestly. So let's get straight into it. The first effect reads that it cannot be destroyed by card effects. The second effect reads, insect synchro monster control, gain 200 attack for each of your banished insect monsters. So perfect for any like I don't know, perfect for some Bear Grum bullshit. Yeah. Bear Grum, the Masochist special. Shoutouts to Simo. Third effect reads if this card becomes banished, you can special summon it. Then you can destroy cards your opponent controls up to the number of your banished insect monsters. Then inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each card destroyed with this effect. You literally have a way to just protect this card, and also just pretty much just protect all of your insect synchros just by giving those monsters extra attack for every card, for every insect monster that is banished, which is really good. And also it's a built-in DDR. You special summon it when it's banished, and you're pretty much just off to the races from there. Funny enough, I think cards like Dimension Hole and Interdimensional Matter Transporter those are two cards that could potentially make its way to the format, which is possible. Even also cards like Darklaw. If your opponent summoned Darklaw, this card does not give a good fuck, because it basically counts as getting banished, and you're able to summon it right back, pop cards like Darklaw, and pretty much the rest of your board, or rather of your opponent's board, and you're pretty much just off to the races from there, which is nasty. It is nasty, you guys. But next up we have Battlewasp Sachi the Ritual Bow. Excuse me, which is a 6-star wind insect synchro with 2400 attack, 1200 defense, and it requires 1 insect tuner plus 1 or more non-tuners. The third effect is a once per turn, and the first effect reads if this card is synchro summoned, you can treat it as a tuner. Second effect reads you can return 1 continuous spell you control to the hand. During your main phase of this turn, you can normal summon a Battlewasp monster in addition to your normal summoner set, and you can only gain this effect once per turn. Third effect reads if this card is sent to the grave as synchro material, you can inflict 100 damage to your opponent for each of your banished Battlewasp monsters. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's a good way to pretty much just push for game, and just go and just pop off from there. So if you have this plus let's say this card, and I'll say Rapier plus a 1-star monster. Let's just say that. You can use all 3 to go into Grand Partisan, deal your opponent a good what? Let's say a good 600 damage, maybe 700 damage to your opponent. It's a good way to push for game. Push for game, and then just pop off from there, which is really cool. You can even and then go into and then activate cards. A card like say Dimension, a card like say Dimension Hole, or perhaps Interdimensional Matter Transporter. Banish Grand Partisan, use its effect, special summon it, break the board, and then just attack for game depending on what your board looks like. So this card is actually really slick. It's not too bad. Next up, we have Armament Swarm. Which is a normal spell, and it has 2 separate effects, both of which I believe are indeed once per turn. The first effect reads, you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn after this card resolves except insects. Also special summon an insect monster with 1,000 or less attack from your hand or deck. And if you do special summon it from... okay. And if you special summon it from the deck, send one monster you control to the graveyard, to the grave. Second effect reads, if a face-up insect synchro you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, while this card is in your grave, you can banish this card, add one summoning swarm from your deck to your hand. So this card is basically a way to just special summon a 1-star 1,000 or less attack monster to go into your level 12 synchro plays, which is really cool. And this card basically lets you also banish it and then just add another card to your hand, which is honestly not too shabby. It's not that bad of an effect. But we gotta talk about the last card, and it's actually the one that I talked about earlier in the video, known as Battlewasp Wind, which is a continuous spell, and it has 2 separate effects. The first effect reads up to twice per turn. If a Battlewasp monster is normal or special summoned to your field, you can target one of them, add a Battlewasp monster with lower attack from your deck to your hand. Second effect reads, once per turn, you can target one insect monster you control that has a level. If you use it as synchro material, you can, this turn you can use it as, you can treat it as a tuner. So this is basically Black Whirlwind on steroids. Yeah, this is Black Whirlwind on steroids for Battlewasp. This is actually kind of slick. This card literally basically gives you access to the entire deck, and honestly, it's not bad. Obviously, yes, the deck is still in need of a little added support. Like maybe if it got a couple of Xyz monsters, maybe the deck would be broken, but I doubt it. But we will have to wait and see. But with that being said, that'll do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. All my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.